Hi guys and welcome back. I'm currently working on a quite cute OC plush and I thought that I use this opportunity to try and make another video. I know the camera angle isn't great. I'm still learning and please just bear with me while I try to get better at this kind of stuff. This is the first part of a few, I don't know how many because I'm still working on that plush and just putting the footage together while I work on it. But I wanted to show you how I prototype my plushies. I always start with mm, calculating more or less how the proportions of the plush should be. I'm also a paper person, as you can see, and I always keep patterns of plushies that I made. I have a filing system for that on paper. And here I used some capybara plushies that I made a while ago, and the pattern that I still had for them, still have actually, uh, to help me pattern the body of the dog. I wasn't quite sure at first how I wanted to do this. I made a few changes, but this is just the paper pattern. Usually at this stage in my work, the paper pattern is enough. Uh, I got quite a good feel for the material and how it all goes together. So I just draw it, kind of freehand it, and then I cut out the pieces, sew it together, and see how it looks like. Here I ended up changing the head a few times because I wasn't quite happy with the proportions to the body. The final plush will be about twice the size that the prototype is. I haven't done this before, like scaling a prototype like this. This is also something new for me. I will see how that goes. After I'm happy with the shape of the prototype, I always put on the markings for the embroidery. It's a lot easier to put them on the plush than to try to figure out where they should go on the pattern pieces because you never know exactly where that piece will end up once you put it all together. I also decided that I want to machine sew the head to the body and also the mouth to the head. I don't want to do a lot of hand sewing on this plushie. That's why I go ahead and with my marker, I go around the seams and mark where I want the seams to be. This is pretty important because if you take your marker and draw it, once you cut off all the pieces, because we will cut open this cute dog, you can see exactly where your markings are and where they should be on your pieces themselves. So here you can see me go in with the scissors. And again, I apologize for this very weak camera angle, but I can't retake the footage, so please bear with me. I'm still learning. So we cut open the plush along the seams. You have to do this as exactly as you can along the seams and along the markings that you made. Also, this is a great moment to, for example, move uh, move some stuff around on the pattern because now when you cut away the seam allowance, you are just left with the piece itself, how it will look like, what the shape will be, and you have all the embroidery markings. But for example, you can choose to move a dart. This is a really great moment to do that, at least for me. After I cut out and clean all of the pieces, I do use, and I lost quite a lot of footage here for which I apologize, but I use a pick to transfer what is on the material to paper. What I mean by that is I take the piece of the fabric that has the markings on it, I lay it over the paper pattern piece, and then I poke down with a sharp pick and just poke out the places where the embroidery should be. You will see me doing that here just with the belly piece because then my camera died and I didn't notice. unfortunately. So you will see me here. Lay the fabric piece on top, take the pick and poke down some holes into the paper. So I hope you enjoyed that quick video and see you in the next part.